camouflage Hondas, black mamba, so I samba with Jane Fonda to stay fit. Cruising on field like spaceships, from a cycle to live strong bracelets. Face it, no live strong, but I live long and I prosper. Was born no prince or papa, but watch me proudly proper. G, I'm coming properly in a whole new place, so we see less race, so we can't erase, so we still gotta keep up, motherfuckers. It's the goddamn info age, we instigate with infraways. Well, your body here's the tech, check, crack the sec with an Android app. Send money, Connecticut's way, full blown parts on, part phone, art zone. I see you displaying your smart zone. Can you really be smart with a smartphone? Watch me, turn it on and on and on and absorbing, I'm scoring, warning if I get downloading, file folding, the fevers of art amoebas, believers, recording dreamers. I'm linked in, one blink in, and sink in, this think in. Info, the ages, these kids are born super saiyan, re-saying the movies playing. My people, my growing, evolving people. Where the world at? Y'all heard that? With one click, I be that. Hold on, like a roller coaster, you loop the loop and you looper. I killed the old me, so growing left it, I loved it. Is it happily? The future's calling, can we still be ballin'? I'm smash bro, I'm alcohol and these mag boys buy mad toys with noise heavy like asteroids. How west on a high tech, such electric, this dialectic. We posting posts overzealous, but your ex-girl so jealous, rebellious, psychotic, robotic, symbolic, frolic through Facebook messages. Their presage visions of death, my dreams, digital halo, erupting like a volcano. Baldano, jump off the pages, novellas, fuck Cinderella, Coachella, Corella, devil, develop news. Who knew? Pick up Peter with tennis shoes. How west on a hot take, I take, it's how west on a hot take, I take, it's how west on a hot take, I take, it's how west on a hot take, I take. Watch me, turn on and
You're listening to 400 Band Radio.
Today's best music
On www.spreaker.com.
We play just music.
Number one station in Chicago.
Back, man. Brother, you got some heat there.
Thank you.
You got some heat. And you got lyrics, I see. I heard Sage in there on the track.
Yeah, just to give a little intro to those. So the first track was me rapping. That's called A Whole Lot of Everything. The second track is The Terror God. That was Sage's 64th Wonders track from his album Sage Wave that came out not too long ago. And the third track is called Musukazuki, Ganymede from Vagabond Maurice. That's actually on his first project. And the last track is it's called The Info Age. It's by my bro High Westis. He's from Kansas City, and he's pretty dope. He's really dope, you know.
Yeah. I like each track. I think my favorite right off the top will be the first one, A Whole Lot of Everything.
Oh, thank you.
I really listened to the lyrics on that. That was pretty dope. You know, can I hold $3? Well, for real, can I hold something? Hey, that grabbed my attention. I'm feeling it.
Oh, nice. Yo, it's funny because when I wrote that line, I was being kind of jokey, but I was like, I wonder what people think. They'll feel like, I wonder if they'll grab people, so that's cool to hear.
Oh, nah, you can't be afraid to step out the box. That's what music is all about. You don't want to sound repetitious of nobody else, but at the same time, you want to create your own avenue, your own lane. You got to make it different from everybody else.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was probably what was going through my head when it wound up on the track.
Oh, nice placement. I enjoyed it. All the tracks was dope, but I kind of particularly liked that one best.
Oh, word, yeah.
So let me ask you, are you a freestyler or are you a writer? Because here on 400 Band Radio, we will put your skills to the test.
I write, but I'm working on freestyling. Yeah, I'll admit it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
you able to give us a couple bars today?
Yeah, I can use some bars. If you guys put on a beat, I can do something.
Okay, well, we're gonna see what each other got cooking up. This is one of his special beats right here. You come and get this as an exclusive track, or you can just come down and get your freestyle on these interview sessions. All those artists out there listening. But I'm gonna be quiet right now, and I'm gonna let you take it from tracks. Let's see what you can do on this. This is E-Dilla exclusive.
Yeah. Lay on tracks. 400 band. Yeah. Yo, battling villains when Eliza is too. We get teamed. If I'm a fool, then I guess I call him Mugen and Gene. I'm Buddha's extreme and I get wise and I'm new to the scheme. Flew to the scene with my pen and passed the cool to regime. Asking who the fuck, there's nothing I do to adjust and organize my life in the midst of a mix of fictions. The picture some of these hipsters, the one to put the cool in cluck. Swallowing, taking too much of stupid stuff and I still it up. I'm so mad I can't manage. Confident with my hand on my mandible, I thought I would have an advantage. So it's my ass I can plan to get handed. And panic when havoc runs rampant and madly emphatic. Katanas can't get a stab in the back of my stallion jacket. Don't need a gat, I know some cats that gladly unlatch it. Footing it back and naked, popping like mayonnaise packets. Showing up at the nick of time, like I said it, it's magic. Yo, say. Hey yo, hand me my flowers. Why these whack niggas always trying to ride through like it's amateur hour? Extend up word, black fist with the power. I don't heat a pan with no powder. I just need a joystick to put the lava on Bowser and a bad chick to pass the sour. Like warheads, nuclear. If my whole squad got a battle you, I don't give a fuck what they do to you. Slump gang. Peace. Lay on tracks. What up?
Whoa. You got a little heat there, bro. I think you was holding out on me. You can freestyle. Hey, wordplay is there, brother. I feel it.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I like messing with words.
That's straight off the top of the dome. That's what I like. Wordplay. And we trying to get away from the mumbling rappers. We bringing lyrics back. We bringing real hip-hop back.
Yeah, man. You know what's the funny thing about, like, to be honest, you know, the funny thing about mumble rap is I feel like it has its place, but I think it needs to find its place outside of hip hop. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like it's the same thing. But I don't necessarily condemn it, you know, as a whole. Just it needs to go somewhere else.
Right? You correct in that. I think music should evolve, but when you go and take the art form, and to me, that's disrespecting the art form. When you're actually not clear about what you're trying to present or what you're trying to say.
Absolutely,
you know, that's what hip-hop was born on. What you trying to say? What are you trying to get across? What do you want the masses to understand about your lyrics and what you're trying to say? I think we got away from that. It's too much party. Like Rod Digger was saying, Biggie, when he rest in peace, party and bullshit.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of that is how, like, the industry goes about picking tracks. In my personal opinion, or at least my experience, I've always felt like my tracks that did the best were, like, the upbeat tracks, you know what I'm saying? Or people would want to, like, get, you know, really hype stuff, you know, because they want to get a party turn. But, you know, no one's buying, I feel like people don't buy the introspective stuff as much, you know, as far as my beats, just because it's like, you know, what you know, what's something really deep you want to talk about, you know? And to be honest, that's the reason why, you know, I really like hanging out with my squad. It gives me a chance to, like, you know, give them production that, you know, they can get deeper with, opposed to just being, hey, man, you trying to make that next hot club joint, you know, you trying to make people jump. And that's cool to do. There's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, all the time, you got to sleep, you know. No one parties all the time.
Exactly. Well put. So, what do you have coming up in the future? Who would you like to work with that's in the industry right now?
As far as like in the industry, I would love to work with Bus Driver, R.A. the Rugged Man, Talib Kweli. I mean, those are like I guess like bigger known cats that I want to mess with. Like, I guess mainstream cats, J. Cole, Kanye, Kendrick. That would be really dope.
Okay. Kweli. Oh, that's the lyricist right there.
Yeah, I'm a fan, man. I love Talib Kweli's music.
What do you think was his best album? Me personally, I think it was Eardrums.
Eardrums was a cool album. I'm still a huge fan of his work with Mos Def, you know, Black Star.
Yeah, like, Black Star was Yeah, those are classics.
Definitely.
But as far as him being by himself, I think the Eardrums was my favorite.
I'd say my second favorite was Gutter Rainbows. I really like that one.
Gutter Rainbows. Yeah. So who influenced you in the industry? Because I know you started young. You got in the industry, 12, 13 years ago?
Yeah.
So who influenced you?
As a producer, my influences are like Jay Dilla, Black Milk. Who else was I listening to at that time? Ninth Wonder. Like right now, I'm thinking of producers I was listening to when I was like 12 or 13. Back then, I was really good with the computer, so I was finding a lot of new music, at the time. Nuja Best is a huge influence. But those are like some classic people I was listening to. Madlib, also. As a rapper, I'd say I take influence from like, I guess a little bit of Jay-Z, I suppose. I listened to him a bit when I was younger. Elzai, Black Milk. Again, I actually really look up to him as an artist. Him being both a rapper and producer. He's actually one of the first that I listened to that really impressed me. Like, yo, that's how crazy this can get. If there's one thing I've learned from listening to a lot of his music, he takes musicianship seriously. I saw a live concert of him, and he had a whole band, and they were killing it. And I like the idea of that.
Okay. So Jay-Z is one of the top ones. That's what's up. Have you did any videos lately?
I haven't done any videos lately, but I'm working on that right now. As soon as I got some new tracks out, there'll be some videos coming up. I got some homies that make videos, and we've been talking. And, it's like everything's really set up. It's just about what that next track is gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Where can the people that's listening find you on social media?
On social media, I can be found at Leon Tracks on SoundCloud, Facebook, and Twitter. To spell that's spelled Leyone Tracks. Tracks like train tracks, and so that's the same thing for pretty much like all the social media. Instagram also.
Okay, so you on social media, that'll be Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, and it's all one word or two words?
I would type it in the URL as one word. It's two words, but I type it in the URL as one word if you do it that way. But the search Leon Tracks, two separate words.
Okay, so you have your production beats on the SoundCloud. They can go and check them out?
Currently, I don't really have a lot of beats on my SoundCloud. It's really a lot of showcasing work that I've done and engineering that I've done for people. Like pretty much my whole SoundCloud, if it's reposted, I either engineered it or I produced it or I'm rapping on it. So everything there has something to do with me.
Oh, okay. It's about you and your career. It's not just specifically set up for your beats.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
Actually, a lot of times I tell people if they want to hear, my latest list, just hit any of the contact links on my social media, any of them, I'll respond to you with my beat list. I used to have more beats up online. I really used to do that thing, but, nowadays I try and control where I play stuff, that if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's how a lot of producers do it, but that's the way I like to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I understand where you're coming from. When was the last time you performed live?
Last time I performed live was a few weeks ago when my homie Orlando Coolidge was opening up for Copyright. He had me come up and rap my verse with him on a track that we did called In the Cypher. That was pretty cool.
Okay, that's what's up. Any live performances coming up anytime soon?
As far as me personally, nothing immediately happening. I may hop on some stages with Slump Gang here and there, but